Welcome everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 5, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones board game. We're playing with the Mother of Dragons expansion. We're actually also playing with the Dance of Dragons expansion because we've got those cards on deck for when the main cards run out. I'm also playing with the we're doing a little bit of a mod here. I've given each house a token, a one-time use token that they can grab from the Sellswords deck. We're going to call that the Vassal deck, the Sellswords deck for this one. We're going to start up on turn 3, so we can move that token across. Turn 2, we had a number of conflicts. We've seen Martell reach to Essos. We've seen Targaryen reach to Westeros. We've had conflicts between houses Tyrell, Dragonstone. Tywin Lannister showed up in the Battle of Crackleclaw Point, and we've seen the Greyjoys defeat House Stark and Moat Cailin. So we're going to jump into turn 3 and get into it. First, before we start, quick shout out to Pontus Fathom Press, our sponsor channel. As you guys know, the channel is not monetized. So if you could check out our Patreon or our bookstore, you can get these handsome books: Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, The Hermeticism of Hastur, Alchemy of Azathoth. Helps to support the channel, as do your likes, subscribes, ringings of the bell, comments, much appreciated. Would love to go live chat, playing the game live with you guys. In the meantime, we can just trade notes. If you've come to this as your first turn, this is turn 3. You can go back and check the playlist. Playlist links are at the end of the video. All of our game videos have this format where I do turn by turn or episode by episode, and then you can string them together in one of my playlists. Watch them back to back if you want. Elsewhere on the channel, Eldritch Horror, Battlestar Galactica, Joan of Arc. We're doing massive Joan of Arc push. Conan, War of the Ring. Lots of other games out there. So go back and check out Cthulhu Death May Die. We will be starting to do a Song of Ice and Fire tabletop miniature painting and miniature tabletop game. So if you're interested in that, that will be coming up alongside our Joan of Arc series. So we'll be running those in parallel. So yeah, go check out the videos if you like what we're doing here. Okay, so let's jump into turn 3. It is top of the turn again in the Westeros phase. I forgot to advance the Iron Bank last time, so it's not on my hard card there because I've got the hard card without the expansion. So I will move the Pyromancer down one on the track, and we will reveal the next Iron Bank card, which is Customs Officer. You get 10x. So, and let's just check out that one. 10x gives you gain 10 power tokens. Okay. It should be plus 10, not times 10. But that's fine. So, yeah, so just so I know, the Westeros Bravos phase advances when yeah, so we just keep moving those across each turn. So, okay, cool. The other thing I forgot to do is when House Targaryen took Bravos, they actually also get this token here. It's -1 on loans. So they get the -1 on loans here, and so let's get into round 3. So we're going to start out with our Westeros phase. We're going to flip our cards. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4. First off the bat, we've got 1, 2 wilding. So we will advance 2. And we'll start out with Phase 1. Supply. Adjust supply track, reconcile armies. So let's adjust the supply track. So we'll start out by houses. Baratheon, they have 1, 2. So they should still be in 2. And they are. Next up is Lannister. They have 1, 2, 3. And they have 1, 2, 3. So Lannister should move to 3. Okay, next up, it is House Stark. They have 1. House Stark stays at 1. Next up is the House Martell. They have 1, 2, and they also stay at 2. Next up is House Greyjoy. They have 1. You know, they moved from Moat Cailin, but they never put a Greywater Watch. Let's just give it to them. It was an oversight on my Greywater Watch. So they have 1, 2. So they stay at 2. Right, and then next up is House Tyrell. They have 2, 3, 4. They have 4, so they move up to 4 with Targaryen. Next up is Aaron. 1, 2, 3. They move up to 3. Oh, they're already at 3. They move up from 1 to 3. Okay, great. And finally is Targaryen. They have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Targaryen moves up to 5. So Targaryen is able to have reconciling the armies. They can have a 4. They have 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. 4, 3, 2, 2. Okay. And I think everybody's okay. Stark can have a 2, 3 and a 2. They're okay. Sun Spear. Okay. Yeah, everyone looks good. Let's go into the next card. Dark Waters, Dark Wings, Dark Words. The holder of the Messenger Raven, which is Lannister, chooses whether everyone bids on the influence track. Everyone collects 1 power token for every icon present in the area. The card has no effect. I think Lannister is not going to go with that because it probably benefits like Targaryen and the Eyrie, so they're going to skip it. A Feast for Crows. Consolidate power tokens cannot be played. Okay, we'll leave that one out. And finally, in the Essos phase, Storm's End. Domestic disputes. The Targaryen player may discard 1 power. So I can put first of all, I can put a power token on Storm's End. So the Targaryens still have influence in Storm's End, which is not currently occupied. And they will also place 1 loyalty token. They will place a loyalty token for the cost of 1 power token. So they take 1 power token cost, and they can place a loyalty token on a home of. So I'm going to put it on Dragonstone. There's still loyalty in the caves of Dragonstone. It's described as like having no like natural resources but stone, right? This is great. Like it's just a strategic. It's really just a fort, right? It's like a castle, but there's no way to like support themselves. Everything has to be brought in, kind of. Okay, so we've gone through resolving Westeros cards. We advanced the wilding track. Next is planning phase. So we'll assign orders, reveal orders, and use the Messenger Raven. So let's start out with House Tyrell. So House Tyrell will go and let's have them do a So I think I have to do something about that Baratheon threat there. So let's have I think I will put my +1 marching order. Well, I think first of all, I will assign the money order to. I'm going to take one of those loans and make good on a loan there, I think. And I will also have, oh, this is why I don't find them. They're over here still. They're in the discard pile. So I need this one. I'm going to move here and consolidate power cannot be used this turn. So I will use this to move forward and this to move forward, and I will use that's all the marching orders I can do. Yeah, so I think for us we want to, let's just have him defend. Let's move it like this and have him defend and have him march forward. Okay, so that's good. Done with House Tyrell. House Targaryen, they will go. So they're already landed on Westeros. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make a play for a loan as well. So I'm going to have them take a loan as well. We can advance this again because this is the third turn. It's supposed to be at the beginning of the turn. So we'll advance that. And we'll also have them marching this, and we'll have them marching with this. Okay, and then we can have okay, ready, and then so that will do it for Targaryen. For Dorne, I'm going to jump to Dorne right now just because I want to, let's have them move. Dorne's also going to keep the pressure on moving forward to Westeros. They are sort of an extension of House Tyrell's plan. They're kind of allies of the South here. And then that should do it for their forces. We'll also go ahead and get Baratheon activated. And we'll get House Aaron activated. and we will get, so I'll play these a little bit like NPC mode just because I'll be here for a million years. And Greyjoy. Lannister. Just make it a little bit chaotic just to mix it up for me, so I have something to react to a couple times. And from Stark. Stark will also get active the same way. Okay. So we've got our orders deployed, and we will jump into revealing orders, and we're just gonna reveal them all at once, and then we'll play it as we did last time by going in order. So we'll reveal all the orders. We've got a lot of runs on the Iron Bank. Let's see who gets to get what first and who goes for which loans. But so far, Tyrell has one. This is a Greyjoy token. Okay, March orders cannot be played this turn. I mean, sorry, consolidate power cannot be played, so we'll turn this over. Raid, okay. Greyjoy. Consolidate power cannot be played. We can play this one here, this Greyjoy here. Stark. Consolidate powers cannot be played. Stark goes back. It's two new ones. Okay, and then okay, next up is Targaryen. We just flip the Targaryen pieces, and we should then we can start to reveal. Oh, okay, there's a Baratheon that we have to flip, and there is a Lannister that we have to flip. Okay, so then Targaryen. Oh, we got two more Sunspear down here, so let's just have this as defend, and let's see if they get in line for some loans. Okay, so we've revealed the orders. Let's start out with raid orders. The raid order is going to nullify. It's going to nullify Greyjoy. This raid order is ineffective. This raid order is ineffective. Any other raid orders? No. Okay, so that is that. Next, this raid order goes against. Are they adjacent? No, they are not adjacent. So this raid order also. Oh, this raid order can go against that order there. So we're able to cancel those. Okay, let's go to. This raid order also is against this raid order. So this one cancels out that. So let's go on to the. Let's go on to the. Let me just see do you guys know where you play the Iron Bank in the turn? The Iron Bank turn gets to be played in which order? So Iron Bank. See page 10. Oh, okay. Before we resolve order C, so before we do our march orders, let's resolve our bank tokens. We'll start out with the order of the. We'll start out with the owner of the Iron Bank, which is House Targaryen, they will resolve their bank order. They will purchase the Pyromancer, which they actually get for free because they have -1. So they get this loan for free. And they are going to place the nullification of a castle on King's Landing. So they get to nullify King's Landing as a castle. So maybe it's like Dragonfire, or it's just the Iron Bank funds it in such a way that, like, something like this, right? Next bank order that'll get to be played, if we go in order, is the one from Sunspear. Sunspear, do they have 7 or 4? They have 4, so they can't afford a loan, so they can't take the loan. And then House Tyrell will pay 4, but they'll get 10. So they just get 6 extras then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So House Tyrell is now wealthy as they are, right? So now they have quite a bit of capital. And that's all of the bank orders that are out there. Oh, there's, yeah, that we take their bank order out. Done. Okay, bank orders are done. Iron Bank of Bravos. Targaryen gets the -1 for conquering it. So they get a free one. If anything advances to 1, they get it for free. Okay, so let's go with our march orders. Starting at the top with House Baratheon. They have a Blackwater Bay march order, they will move their ship into Shipbreaker Bay. Okay, and then next up would be House Lannister. They have a marching order here. They will move into Harrenhal, and they will leave behind a token in the Stony Sept. Okay, next up is Stark. They don't have any more march orders. Next up is Sunspear. They have a march order for this night, which will go and land in here. Taking this march order off. Next up is, so they've got 2. They've taken 2 knights now to the disputed lands in Essos. Next up, it is Greyjoy. Greyjoy, also out of moves. Next up is House Tyrell. House Tyrell will advance from High Garden to here, and they'll leave behind a token to claim High Garden. And while we're here, we'll just have them move to here as well. So their moves are done. Next up, we will go back to Aaron. They will attack with their troops into Crackleclaw Point. They're going back to Crackleclaw Point. And actually, Lannister moves this one in from, they had the advantage first, so Lannister moves that in. They have +1 and +1, so it's 2, 4, 6, 7 versus 3, 4. And we will pull cards. And let's see who we get. So for House Aaron, they get Sir Vardis Aegon. And for House Lannister, they get the Hound, which is cool. But I don't want to lose this battle. So Lannisters will be resourceful here. They will play their wild card to get a hero from the mix. We'll shuffle these up. And we will pick a card from the mix, and we get Braun. Okay, Braun. After you reveal a house card, your opponent may choose to discard 2 of their power tokens, reduce this combat strength to 0. They do not have that to do. So it's 4. It's the Hound and Braun. 4, 5, 6. versus 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. Plus, wait, 12, oh, no, wait. 3, 4, 5, and 6 is 11. And they have 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 versus 11. Okay, 9 versus 11 means the Lannisters win. And the Hound has 2, so they do not affect anything. And it says Sir Vadis Egan. If they're 2 or less, they're not 2 or less, so they have to retreat back to. But nobody has swords, so they again retreat back to Mountains of the Moon. And once again, Crackle Cow Point is held by the Lannisters. Okay, great combat there. So let's go on to the next one is Targaryen. Targaryen has moved. They will move one of their ships. They will move a ship +1 down to Dragonstone. And I suppose they're going to do combat, ship-to-ship combat against 2. So it's 2 minus 1 versus 2. So it's 1 versus 2. Plus we get to play our cards. So the Targaryens will play a card, and we will pick a card for Dragonstone to play. And we will... Oh, I suppose we'll just do it random again, right? So let's put the Targaryen card down. We'll just do this one random as well. Okay, and we get Sir Davos Seaworth, which is fitting, right? We're in a sea battle. We've got Sir Davos Seaworth. They're up against, so they've got 1, 2, 3. And, we got Viserys Targaryen. Oh, that wasn't the card I wanted, but that's fine. We got Viserys Targaryen. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3 versus 2, 3, 3 and 3. So it says here, if your Stannis Baratheon card, you discard this house in game 1. You may discard a house card from your hand to add its printed combat to your strength. Okay, so I will do that. I will discard a card from my hand, and I will discard Zarozan Daxos, the ship guy. So I get the +2. I will discard him, so I get 3, and this battle is resolved. They will retreat back to the Blackwater Bay, and we can stand here in Shipbreaker Bay. Victory for House Targaryen. Okay, so next up is go back to a Sunspear, and they will move a knight forward here. Finished. Targaryens will move. Old Town is here. That's fine. They can move up here and leave behind a token for Old Town. They're done. Any other march orders? They will march to... They'll stay here for now. Okay, done. And finally, Targaryen march orders here. Lannister march orders. Yeah, the Lannisters will... Let's have them move into here and fight ship to ship. Lannisters will attack the ship of Greyjoys. Lannisters go ship to ship attack with Greyjoy. It's 1 versus 1. Greyjoy has Asha Greyjoy. Lannisters have Sir Gregor Clegane with 3 swords. He smashes the ship and they lose this ship. So victory for Gregor Clegane. and Gregor gets the best of Asha Greyjoy. Okay, next is the Targaryens' last move. They will move from Widow's Watch. They have +0. They move 1, 2. They will claim Storm's End. And they will leave 1 on Dragonstone. And they will so drop 1 on Dragonstone. They will drop 1 on Storm's End because they can actually go wherever the ship connects to. They claim these 2 power tokens back. And let me just read up on those rules. What happens when they claim power tokens? I think they get victory points. So when the power tokens, gaining loyalty tokens, when they control the area, they gain the loyalty tokens and they're treated as victory. So we return these to the pile. So we basically have gotten 2 victory points now. 1, 2 more victory points, and we return these to our. We've reclaimed our loyalties, and now we hold Dragonstone, which we will claim with our. We'll overwrite that. With our symbol. So now Dragonstone is returned to Targaryen hands. And also Storm's End is now held by the Targaryens after a combat. So there's a 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4 plus the ship support. They can take Storm's End. Oh, there was 3 versus 4. So let's have them just do. No, they do 4 versus 4. I think they can take this, and they will also claim that as theirs. I believe they also get to take a castle there, so they can move that up to 4, I believe. Or do they only get loyalty? I think Targaryens only get the loyalty points to advance, not the castles as well. Okay, so that's going to do it for that turn. Oh, they had the plus. That's fine. Okay, no worries. Okay, and now finally, we do not have consolidation orders. So let's go ahead and clean up these tokens, and we will see you in the next turn. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.